Hi, welcome to the small shed. This week I'm going to be fitting a 3-inch bobbin on the Triton spindle and belt sander that's only meant to take a 2-inch one. See you in a minute. Now, for those that missed it, I bought a 75mm drum the other day which comes off the Triton spindle sander. It's not supplied with the belt and spindle sander, and it won't fit because there's normally only up to a 50mm available that you can put on the clearance plate of the belt and spindle sander. So there are two options. You can either cut that new hole out in that plate, which doesn't leave a fat lot of room and it cuts off some of the support lugs. I could get another one of these to have a hack at, but as a spare part, but I thought it wasn't really worth doing that. So I've got some Perspex sheet left over, about 3mm, from when I did the small shed sticker wall sign. And I think I can just about, if I'm lucky, get the new plate out of that, because it doesn't need to go all the way around the drum. I'll just show you on the spindle sander itself. Now, if you use the 50mm spindle with the little clearance plate that goes around it, you can see there's a gap there, and that's designed to allow the vacuum on the extract to suck any dust down inside it. With the 75mm drum, even if you bought that plate and cut it out, it wouldn't really leave you enough room with around the edges to extract any of the dust down at the bottom, and you'd probably only end up with 2 or 3mm of plastic around the edge, which would not last particularly well. So if you take a bit of room for the clearance for that and draw a line on there, it actually runs almost right the way up to the edge. So I don't need that plate to be any longer than that, and I'll just rely on the rest of the gap around the edge to be there for dust extract. So given that I've only got to go about that long, I think if I work on the diagonal for the widest point, I can just about get that in on that piece of Perspex. So we'll just mark that up and chop it out on the bandsaw. Slightly too wide, but otherwise I think we're getting there. It'll need something to keep it up in the air at that height, but that shouldn't be a great issue. And there we are, that should form the perfect circle round there. So I'll just take a little piece off there just to get it to fit, and then we'll cut some pieces to lift it up to the right position. Measure that height now from some little lugs in there. I can just put a piece of perspex on and attach that to. It's just adjust. Every time it's got a little bit of sanding on it, it should take it down to the right depth. Probably put a support at the back as well. That's ready to go almost. That's it, just taking a small hole out so that you can take the insert out. Just stick a finger into it, just clean it up with a bit of isopropyl alcohol, and that's well, that's another little useful job done. Could have been done with plywood or anything like that. Thin plywood would have been just as good. Hopefully it solved a problem that I'd got, and I look forward to seeing you next week, and we'll be making something else. See you then. Bye.